This is the only fighting game that I've played in the past 15 years. I think it's time to make a change. Woo! Go and get me a game!
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Yes, it's the gamer's dilemma. We're people whose hobby is throwing money down a rat hole. But where do we turn when that money's gone? Get a job? No. Now you could go into the App Store on your phone, try to find a free game there, but let's be honest. What's the last good game you played in there? It was Slappy Ass or Tickle Bird or something, I don't know. Me? I'm gonna turn to Steam's free library. Steam is a massive online entertainment hub that's commonly accepted as the PC gamer's standard platform. It houses thousands of games ranging from Bethesda Studios' biggest works to indie games that no one's ever heard of. Luckily for us, Steam has an incredibly vast price range with content starting at what? $800! Oh, I'm gonna close out there before I accidentally can't go to college. Now let's just thank God they have free games too, and a lot of them at that. In fact, there's so many, there's bound to be at least one good fighter, and I've been itching for a good fight. What the hell did you say to me, you son of a bitch? After thoroughly searching Steam's free-to-play games, I've rounded up what seems to be an interesting list of fighting games. First up, Rumble Fighter! Rumble Fighter is a free-to-play fighting MMO game with real mixed martial arts, it's real, and fast-paced beat-em-up action. Christmas music. So Rumble Fighter Unleashed drops you right off into its tutorial where it teaches you all of its controls. And they're actually really simple and comfortable, I like them. The only reason they call this game an MMO is because of the plaza, which kind of just acts like the tower from Destiny, which is really just a place for the players to go and stand and walk around with their shirt and their shoes. There's really only 3 things you can do there. Moderately interact with other people. You can't even fight them. What's that? You can go fishing. Or you can play minigames. Well, one minigame. The more you play, you get all these upgrades, you buy a bunch of stuff, you get stronger, yeah. The majority of this game is just an insane mosh pit, and the only people who survive it are the lucky ones, or the people with the best upgrades. The closest thing I've found to skill in this game is to block while someone's using a combo on you, and then as soon as they're finished, start hitting them. Once you're getting close to kicking the bucket, there's food placed around the arena so you can raise your HP back up and stay in the game. Now this game is genuinely fun and it runs really smoothly, but best of all, it appears to have a thriving community. Some ointment. Our next game is Turabash, which is a turn-based fighting game where every turn you literally get to make up your character's moves. All you do is click on the different joints on your character's bodies until you get the appropriate action that you want, such as relax, hold, extend, or contract. Once you click space to move, all the joints on your ragdoll avatar's body are going to perform the actions that you just commanded them to, throwing you into a fury of twitching and flailing, or at least a slight micro movement. This game is really cool. It is, because you can make your character move however you want. This guy's pulling off his own leg! And some people are really good at this, but in my opinion, it has a steep learning curve, because it's really not easy to figure out how to make the body move in auto ways. You think you click on this and you do that, but you end up doing this because you thought you'd do that, but the body's moving in this way, so it does that instead of this, even though you thought you were going to do that because that's how your body do that, but it does this instead and you're doing that. Know what I mean? If you play on free mode, you can do whatever you want and you have all the time in the world to do it. But if you play on multiplayer, when it's your turn, the clock starts ticking. That means you only have seconds to find all the right joints that you need and cycle through to the right actions, and if you click past them, God forbid you click past them! Then you gotta go into the next joint and click the right action. You better make sure you hit all those joints, otherwise when it counts down, you're just gonna go launching backwards and doing something that you never wanted to do. Something you never wanted to see! And you gotta do it all before the clock strikes 0. It would really be a lot less nerve-wracking if instead of having to just click on the joints multiple times to get to the right action, maybe if you wanted to hold your joint, you hold H and then click it. Or if you wanted to extend your joint, you hold E and then click it. Now this game also has hundreds of mods that generally don't alter the gameplay, but they just change the setting around you, but it is fun to mess around with them. Well, I'm not quite sure how this next one got on my list, but we'll cover it anyways. Battlestick is a crazy and casual, fast-paced, physics-based 2D stickman MMO. Strap in! This game just gave itself the right to call itself a physics-based MMO. Listen, just cause the people can jump and then miraculously end up coming back down to Earth, that doesn't make it a physics-based game. And I've never seen more than 4 people in a lobby, so I'm pretty sure it's not an MMO. This game is essentially nothing more than a snowball fight in Club Penguin. What do you know? You can equip snowballs. Is that the noise for going up? Yes. Next!
Welcome to Brawlhalla!
You ever played this before? Yeah, you play Brawlhalla. It's no secret that Brawlhalla was heavily designed after the image of Super Smash Bros. I mean, just look at it all. The graphics, the music, the maps. I mean, even the way it plays, it just feels like Super Smash Bros. Wait a minute, who's that in that? Oh wait, there's a familiar one. You remember Sleepy and Grumpy and Vietnamese. Yeah, they made up all their own characters, and that's really the core of Super Smash Bros. To play with all the beloved characters from all the other games that you've played. And that brings us to the main problem of this game. It's designed so heavily after Super Smash Bros. That I can't stop comparing it to it, and it just doesn't hold up. The characters lack character, the moves lack variety, and the maps are really just nothing special. Plus, there's only about 3 items in this game, I think, compared to the approximately 60 that are in Super Smash Bros. Now, I said earlier that it feels like Super Smash Bros, and that's an upside, possibly even making this the best game on the list. There's other game types in Brawlhalla too. It's not just free-for-all. You can play 1v1, you can play private custom matches, you can play ranked matches, you can play local matches, but I'm not good and I don't have friends. All the characters have their own lore that you can read about too, which is kind of cool because it makes them more like characters and less like a design that someone just drew up. The stupid thing is that you don't unlock characters. The more you fight, you level up and you get coins, and you have to buy the characters with those coins. It's just stupid. Although you can get over this game rather quickly due to its lack of variety, It's my favorite on the list so far because of its superior mechanics. Not to mention just how many people are actually playing this game online. Well, I guess I did just mention it right back there. You heard that. What are you doing? You clapping for the winner? Is that how you clap? You just clap all big like that? Simply beautiful. Bravo! Bravo! Wonderful! Beautiful! Clash of the Monsters brings the most classic and iconic horror film and literature figures together in the traditional 3D fighting game style. Have you ever wondered what would happen if the living dead faced off with Nosferatu? What about the Headless Horseman versus the Phantom of the Opera? It's time to find out. Why does Ichabod Crane look like he has a liver disease? And why does Nosferatu look like he just took a duty on the rug and now he hears his owners coming in? Clash of the Monsters. A title with so much potential. And such a little performance. Oh yeah, I got a pudding. But just from me. So we already saw Ichabod Crane and Nosferatu, but who else do we have? We have Bones, the Living Dead, the Headless Horseman, the Bride of Dracula, the Invisible Man. Wait, that's it. Where's the Phantom of the Opera? Why'd they put him in the description if he wasn't in the game? So there's only 2 arenas to choose from: Sleepy Hollow from the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and Borgo Pass, which is a route in Transylvania that leads to Count Dracula's castle. The controls are just bad. Everyone gets to move around and duck down and jump up, and you get a light punch and a hard punch, and you get a light kick and a hard kick, and that's it. In the control schemes, it tells you there's more moves, but I can't find them. And in what fighting game is there no possible way to guard yourself? That's wrong! You can't do that. These computer players are amazing. They seem to be able to get 4 to 5 moves out in the amount of time that you could only get 1. They destroy me. I'm about like 2 for 50 right now with these guys. Let me try someone new. I'm gonna try out the Invisible Man. See how that works out. That sounds pretty cool.
Round 1. Fight!
He's invisible. He's actually really invisible. They thought it'd be a good idea to put a video game character where you use your eyeballs to do things that's invisible. The worst part about this whole shindig is that you're the only one that can't see yourself, because apparently Bones knows exactly where I am. Look at Nosferatu. They couldn't think of anything more terrifying than a bitch slap. Is that what he did in the films? Is that how he killed his victims? He slapped them on top of the head? He slapped them like a kid trying to take a cookie before supper? It's really a shame. This game is a fantastic idea, but with great power comes great responsibility. And never again would that responsibility be left in the hands of Cadence Games. It's worth pointing out that they do plan on releasing many more characters and many more arenas over time, but maybe they should just start with the ones that they put in the description of the game. Yeah, you know what? That's always a solid second step. Now that the game's out, why don't you finish the game? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Nosferatu. What'd you do? What'd you do? What is this video not over yet? Jeez. Look, I already played all of it. What is this?